Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Creepy Tales and Urban Legends. I am your host, the Nightwalker. Okay, tonight we're going to talk about an urban legend that, many people. I feel that this one is a pretty popular urban legend overall. I could be wrong about this, but no, I think it's a pretty fairly well-known urban legend. We're going to tell the story of the keg. Now, the keg takes place, centuries ago, back when there were still castles and things like that. And these people they go down into the wine, wine vat, things like that, um, and they find this big barrel of wine, and they decide, wow, it's like, how long has this wine been here? And they're like, well, it's been here for it's been here for about 100 years, and at least. So they decide, wow, a wine that's been around for that long is probably fermented really well, and it's got to, it's probably got to taste pretty well, as long as it's been sitting. So they decide they're going to try some of the wine. So they try it. They realize the wine that tastes better than any wine they've ever tasted, and they're not sure why. And they wonder, but they don't know because this is an old keg, and they don't know why the wine tastes better. But it has a different flavor than any other wine that they've ever tasted, and they're not sure what the deal is. So they start drinking this wine, and then they're really happy with it, and then they decide they want to throw parties, and they decide, wow, you know what, this is the best wine we've ever tasted, so let's serve it to our guests when they come in here, and so let's yeah, so they're serving it, and everybody's drinking it, and everybody's loving this wine. And but the thing is, it's like it's bothering everybody because nobody knows how it's made. All they know is this huge, gigantic keg, with all its delicious, super delicious wine, and they've been drinking it and drinking it. And then over time, they pretty much they got done. They drank all the wine in it. That was it. And so they decided, well, it's time to move the keg out of the wine cellar, wine wherever they store the wine at. And I'm sorry if I don't know the proper term, but anyway, so they decide that they want to go ahead and they want to store the or get rid of the keg to put in something else. And then when they try to go to move the keg, they realize that they can't move it. It's really heavy, and they can't understand why it's so heavy. And so they decide, well, you know what? It's already it's empty, so we could go ahead and we can open it up. It's not like anything's going to come out of it. And so they decide to open up the keg, and when they do, they realize that there are dead bodies inside the keg, and that the dead bodies, they never really, because the wine pretty much kind of preserved them in a roundabout way. So they're bloated, and they're not like shriveled up skeletons or any of that kind of thing. They're more like, they're kind of bloated, and they've been kind of preserved in a way from being, put in there with all that wine for all that time. So, hmm so yeah, it kind of makes you wonder, it's like next time you take a drink of wine, kind of makes you wonder, where's that wine coming from? But so anyways, so yeah, I have to admit, I'm at this point, I'm actually kind of glad I'm not the world's biggest wine drinker, thinking about that. But apparently that's what, the bodies floating in that wine basically kind of, fermenting it and, rotting into it, I guess you could say. Ultimately, that's what gave that wine that super great taste. So I don't know. Maybe if you want, maybe if you want the best tasting wine in the world, maybe you could try that. Try putting, a dead person in your wine vat and see how that does. So, and then let it. Of course, you got to let it sit for 100 years, so you'd be dead long before you could ever try it. But anyway, that's pretty much it. So, if anybody took the time to watch this video, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you enjoy urban legends as much as I do. That's why I do these, because I love urban legends. I've loved them all my life, and just it's fun. It's fun for me to do these videos. I love doing videos talking about this stuff, and just it's macabre fun, and I get a kick out of it. So, anyway, so that's it. And you know, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. There will be weekly videos posted. And take care. Have a good night and pleasant dreams.